Whoa, FinFiction ads. They're popping up like out of the butt crack.
No! No! Why ads?
Why ads?
Yeah!
That's how FinFiction lives. By the way, let's turn the camera on.
Yeah.
Again. Oh yeah. Okay. You know what to do. You read dat, and then that that crap, I forgot that this story is actually longer than the first one. Crap! Well, it is longer. That. And I read that, okay? Okay? Remember, you're only listening.
I know.
Okay, good boy.
But I have a lot of things to read. Don't do it.
Alright, well, I haven't introduced myself. Hello. It's me again, Cameron. Always call me that. Oh, screw it. It's me again, Cameron, with my friend Thomas. Say hello.
How you doing?
He's back again. We are doing...
I go back in the darkness. I really like that.
We are reading Keep Faith 2, Back Off. Just because I read Keep Faith and might as well do the second one. I mean, it's pretty damn popular as well. I'm close to... I'm more in the hundreds with my stories, but I don't care. I just love the feedback. Okay. Let's stop the music. Sorry, we didn't finish it, Thomas.
I'm so close to it.
Oh,
Oh God. Some things happening.
yeah. Okay. Okay, my friend, start us off.
Now, Keep Faith 2, Back Off. Requested by Johnny Cat LMP. Now, written by Cameron. Now, super cute Connor.
I'm gonna... Just so you can...
I said Connor. No, John Connor. No. I'm John Connor. No, you're not John Connor.
Anyway, the story was requested by Journey Cat MLP. And also for Keep Faith 3, before we get into the story, I have been requested to do that, but it has taken me forever to write it because I am low on ideas. Requester, if you're watching this, Changeling Joan, I know you asked in the comments of Keep Faith 2, but please bear with me and have the time and patience for it. Why did you do that? Get that off your lips!
I hurt.
He put a button on his lip. Ow.
Stop doing. It hurts.
Okay, well, let's start the story now. Oh, that was your fault. I hope you learned it. A baker's dozen. Pinky, Grandma Dash laid the amount of bits she owed on the counter. How fast can you make them? She asked. I'll make them so fast they wouldn't have seen me gone in the back. Pinkie Pie laid out a package that said Sugar Cube Corner in front of Rainbow Dash. Dash looked repeatedly, made eye contact with the package and Pinkie Pie. How was all that she could mutter. I told you I was quick. Pinkie Pie smiled. Rainbow Dash lightly chuckled. You did. She grabbed the box and opened up the package. Inside were several cupcakes with colored frosting. Underneath the frosting was chocolate cupcakes. Each cupcake also had one candle sticking out.
Shut up.
She looked up at Pinky with a huge grin plastered on her face. You think she'll like it? She asked. Of course, Pinky happily nodded. Chocolate is her favorite kind of cupcake, and I'm sure she'll love the frosting. Because I already love the frosting. It reminds me of you, and I like you. You're my best friend, Dashy, she quickly said. You caught my attention on that last part. The you're my best friend part? No. The it reminds me of you part. Rainbow Dash closed the box of cupcakes and packed them into her saddle bag. Thanks, Pinky. I'm sure she'll like it. I'm not sure she'll like it, Pinky added. Rainbow Dash raised an eyebrow at Pinkie Pie and gave her a confused gaze. What I thought you just said, Pinky interrupted Dash. I think she'll love 'em, she cheered. Oh. With that said, Rainbow Dash felt relieved. Her confused look turned back into a happy grin. Thank goodness you're just being Pinky, she said with a sigh. Well, I'll see you around, Dashy. Pinky waved her hoof goodbye. See you later, Pinky. Rainbow waved her hoof as she walked out of the bakery.
Now, Scooter style.
Dash thought to herself as she examined the scooter that Wheels presented her. My fault. She looked up at Wheels, who had a small grin on his face. How durable is it? Durability is really good on the scooter. I should know. My son has had it for a couple of years now. Does it allow him to go fast? Dash examined the scooter. The scooter allows him to go as fast as he wants. She looked down at the brake of the scooter. What about the brakes? I mean, what happens if he's about to scoot off of a cliff? Wheels lightly chuckled at the question. Once he steps on the back of the scooter, it'll automatically lock the wheels in place, making sure that no pony will be falling off of cliffs. He leaned himself onto the scooter, looking at Rainbow Dash. Is there a warranty that comes with it? Dash raised her brow at Wheels. Of course. How long does the warranty last, and what does it guarantee? It guarantees full refund if there's any problem found within the first 30 days. Dash looked back at the scooter. The scooter she was looking at was a good scooter, but she needed to know the price first. How much? Tell you what, since it's for Scootaloo's birthday, I'll give you half off. He got off the scooter, leaving us to... She raised her brow. Wheels' small grin turned into a sly smile. 60 bits. An expression of shock formed on Dash's face. Huh, was all she said. She looked down at the scooter. A huge grin plastered itself on her face. Well then, I'll take it. Excellent. If you're ready to pay, we can go up front if you want. Yeah. She took her eyes off of the scooter and looked at the wheels. My fault. Yeah, let's do it right now. Rainbow Dash and Wheels walked up to the front counter. Wheels walked behind the counter and opened the cash register. So, doing anything special? I mean, besides buying the scooter and getting her cupcakes, what else are you doing? Wheels asked. I'll take her out to lunch at the Hayburger Shack after I pick her up from school. Dash pulled out the amount of bits she owed for the scooter and laid them on the counter. Then, I'll take her back to my place so she can open up her presents. Finally, I'll take her out to the park so she can try out her new scooter. Sounds fun. Wheels printed out a piece of paper. This is the warrant. All you gotta do is hold on to that for 30 days. Other than that, we're all set. Thanks, Wheels. My pleasure. Wheels' horn started to glow and the scooter was wrapped around his aura of magic. It levitated off the floor. The scooter flashed away, leaving nothing behind. It's back at your house waiting for you to wrap it. Once again, thanks. It's always my pleasure to help out. Now, I'll give her the best birthday ever. A proud facial expression placed itself upon Dash's face. I will, she said proudly. Have a good day. Wheels waved her farewell. Dash returned the gesture. You too. With that said, she left the store and started making her way towards her home.
Now, crap! Ponyfield Elementary School. No, don't worry. Don't worry, I screwed up.
Rainbow Dash softly landed on the sidewalk outside of the elementary school. She eagerly waited for the little filly to come out and see her favorite idol waiting for her. She couldn't wait to see the surprised look on Scoots' face when she came out. Dash had been preparing for this day for weeks. She was very excited when the day came. She knew that she probably outdid herself. She didn't care. All she wanted was for Scoots to have the best birthday ever.
Wait a second.
What?
No one knows if Scootaloo has a parent. Oh, mind. Yeah.
Yep.
I just mind screwed a lot of people.
Well, why don't you blame Hasbro for not giving us a
Freaking-
full Scootaloo episode?
Come on, Hasbro, make up your mind. Now ring.
There we go. The school bell rang. A huge grin formed on Dash's face. Excitement started to fill up in her heart, and all the Phillies and Colts started walking out of the school. Her eyes went left to right, trying to find her favorite sister. Then, something hit Dash's ears within seconds. Something that made her grin slowly change into a confused expression. Some Phillies and Colts stopped with what they were doing and started to head back to the school. What's going on? Dash asked herself. With curiosity taking control, Dash started to trot towards the school. The noise that she heard kept on getting louder and louder with every step. Finally, she could make out the noise. Crying, she thought to herself. Who would be crying on such a wonderful day? Dash stopped at the entryway. Phillies and Colts blocked the doorway, trying to figure out what was going on.
God.
Celestia. She started to gently move each foal out of her way, and then something unexpected hit her ears. Laughing. The only reason why laughter surprised her was because Sunpony was crying. And laughter isn't expected when Sunpony cries. Dash stopped in the hallway when she found the source. In the middle of the floor was 5 ponies. Scootaloo lying on the ground crying. Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle standing in front of her face, seeing Diamond, Tiara, and Silver Spoon. Take it back, Sweetie Belle said, angrily. Her facial expression gave off that she was about to kill Sunpony. Dash could tell that she was grinding her teeth. Her jawline slowly moved from left to right. Oh, what? Started Diamond Tiara. Oh, I know. You want me to take back what I call her? She stuck her nose in the air and turned it to the right. Well, I won't. Her and Silver Spoon giggled to themselves. What is wrong with you? Apple Bloom asked angrily. Why do you get pleasure from this? What did she ever do to you? You're perverted.
It's not my fault. It's the squeaker.
Okay.
Fault.
Yeah, it's your fault, Squeaker. Anyway,
Oh,
continuing.
Squeaker.
Continuing. It does not matter what she does, Silver Spoon added. It matters about how we handle with things like her, she said with a disgusted tone. You're gonna take it back, whether you like it or not. Sweetie Belle took a step forward, ready to pounce the brats. Right now. Actually, please do that. That makes it more interesting. I'll do you something better. Diamond Tiara turned her head to face Sweetie Belle. If you don't back off, I won't take it back. Sweetie Belle turned her head to see Scootaloo still crying. She turned back to Diamond Tiara with a sigh. Sweetie Belle said, fine.
I want to do this.
She took a couple steps to the side to allow that.
Yeah,
Actually, don't.
I want to do it.
Please don't.
Why not?
I will kill the mood.
Fine.
We will kill the mood to the next scene. Got it? Be a good boy.
Fuck you.
With a sigh, Sweetie Belle said, fine. She took a couple steps to the side to allow Diamond to get a good look at Scootaloo. Still dumbfounded to the situation, Dash decided to see what the filly was going to say to Scootaloo. Well... Excuse me. Diamond cleared her throat. Scootaloo? Scootaloo looked up, tears stained her cheeks, and more welled up in her eyes. I take back what I say. You're not a worthless blank flank. A what? Dash yelled in her head. Scootaloo slowly sat up on her haunches while wiping tears out of her eyes. Instead, Diamond added, you're a worthless bitch, she said, coldly.
Oh.
Silver Spoon giggled at Diamond's comment.
Oh, you just cussed on YouTube. How do these ponies know these words?
I blame the adults. That's not what we told you to do, Sweetie Belle stepped forward. I know, Diamond smiled. Excuse me, Dash yelled. Every filly and colt turned their attention to the blue Pegasus. She started to make her way towards the scene. Fillies and colts quickly moved out of the way. What did you just call her? She said coldly. Diamond opened her mouth, but the words got caught in her throat as she tried to speak. All she could make out was stuttering eyes. Soon, Rainbow Dash was right in between Sweetie Belle and Diamond Tiara. She looked down at Scootaloo. A smile of joy was plastered on her face. Rainbow Dash, Scootaloo said. She ran up to the Pegasus and wrapped her hooves around her favorite idol. Rainbow Dash looked over at Diamond Tiara. What is the meaning of this? She asked. We were just messing around. No, you weren't, Applebloom yelled. You just called her a worthless blank flank and a worthless bitch for no reason. That wasn't messing around. That was you picking on her for no reason at all. So, Dash started, her heart starting to pump with anger. She wanted to teach this filly a thing or two about being a bully. You think that she's worthless? She asked. No words could come to Diamond's mind. She couldn't figure out any way to slip out of this situation. Do you really think, or do you believe that Dash had the filly right where she wanted her? Are you really laughing because she hasn't found her special talent yet? Do you really think that she needs a cutie mark to be special? Nothing came out of Diamond's mouth. Well, Dash started to get impatient. Answer me! Dash yelled. Diamond felt really scared of this Pegasus. She never thought that she would be yelled at by Rainbow Dash. What is the meaning of this? A voice yelled. I should be asking the same thing, a second voice added. Dash turned her head to the left to see Miss Cheerly and Filthy Rich. Both of their facial expressions showed that they weren't amused. Daddy! Diamond cheered. Mr. Rich, Silver Spoon cheered as well. Both Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara ran up to Filthy Rich and hid behind him. I want an explanation as to what is going on now, Miss Cheerly said firmly. Oh, I'll give you explanations if you give me answers, Dash said. What? Both Filthy Rich and Miss Cheerly asked in unison. Miss Cheerly, do you pay attention to what goes on in your classroom? Of course I do, Cheerly replied, dumbfounded to why she would ask such a question. Why would you? Dash didn't let her finish. Instead, she put her attention on Filthy Rich. And you, Mr. Rich, do you pay attention to what your daughter does in school? Of course I do. But what does this have to do with what we saw you doing to my precious Tiara and her friend? Filthy Rich asked. Everything, Dash said coldly. If you two do your part as a parent and as a teacher, then why am I catching your precious Tiara calling Scootaloo? Why is she calling her a worthless blank flank and a worthless bitch if you're so good at your job? Sweetie Belle yelled. I'm surprised the moderators let me pass this with rated everyone. Sweetie Belle, Dash said, not with anger, but because she is young for saying such a word. Sorry, Sweetie Belle apologized, slightly backing off. What? My daughter would never dare to call any pony that, Filthy Rich said firmly. Then you don't know your daughter that well, Dash snapped. How dare you? Do you know who I am? Of course I know you are, but you still didn't answer my question. Filthy Rich snorted angrily at Rainbow Dash. Then, what is your question? How well do you know your daughter? That question hit Filthy Rich harder than an arrow to the heart. He even started to ponder in his mind. All of his anger seemed to calm down as he asked himself, how well do I know my daughter? He asked himself. He started to remember that he hasn't been paying much attention to her lately. He looked down at his daughter. Diamond. Diamond looked up at her daddy. Yes, Daddy? Did you call that filly Scootaloo? Miss Cheerly interrupted. Filthy Rich turned his head to face Miss Cheerly. My apologies, he calmly said. He looked back down at his daughter. Did you call Scootaloo such an awful word? Daddy, you know me! Diamond tried to pry herself out of this situation, but it did no use. Her daddy was not buying it. Diamond? He asked again. Defeat finally struck her. She lowered her head in shame. Yes, she said. A gasp came from every filly and colt in the room, except for the 4 adults and the 5 foals. Every pony go home! Now! Miss Cheerly demanded. It was rare for the elementary teacher to get mad, but in this situation, she was mad. When that does happen, every pony better pay attention and try not to get on her nerves. Within seconds, all of the Phillies and Colts left the school. Silver Spoon? Filthy Rich said. Yes, Mr. Rich? Silver Spoon asked quietly. Go home. I'll be calling your mother and father. She lowered her head, not in sorrow, but in shame. She knew what was going to happen when Filthy Rich called her parents. Okay, was all she said. She slowly left the building. Filthy Rich looked at Rainbow Dash. Miss Dash, is it? Rainbow nodded her head. I would like to thank you for bringing this to my attention. He looked back down at his daughter. Tears were now streaming from her face. She will be dealt with immediately. I would also like to thank you, Miss Dash, Miss Shirley added. I do take full blame for slacking on my responsibilities as a teacher. I promise to you and Scooter that I will never let that happen again. I hope so, for your sake. Rainbow Dash looked at Filthy Rich. The same goes for you. Filthy Rich nodded. I understand. Rainbow Dash turned her head to face Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom. You two go home. Tell your sisters about what happened. If they ask about Scootaloo, tell them that I'm taking her back to my place. We will, Rainbow Dash, Sweetie Belle said. You bet, Rainbow Dash, Apple Bloom added. Both Phillies left the school. Scootaloo gently tugged at Rainbow Dash's foreleg. Dash looked down to see a small grin plastered on Scootaloo's face. Do you really mean it? Dash smiled. Of course I do. It's your birthday, silly. She slowly started walking. Come on, let's finish the day like it's supposed to be. Again. Thank you, Miss Dash, Shirley said. No problem.
No, Rainbow Dash's house. What are you laughing at? Don't laugh at me. No, you're not John Connor.
Okay, back to the story. Wow! Scootaloo cheered as she opened her gift from Rainbow Dash. A new scooter! She grabbed the scooter by the handles. Rainbow Dash laid her hoof on Scootaloo's shoulder. You like it? Do I like it? She asked, dumbfounded to the question. I love it! She tightly hugged Rainbow Dash. Thank you so much. It was no trouble at all, Scoots. It's your birthday. Dash returned the gesture. You even got me cupcakes with rainbow-colored frosting, and it was my favorite kind of cupcakes. Chocolate. She looked up at her favorite idol. This was the best birthday ever, Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash smiled, feeling proud of herself. Well, between you and me, Pinkie Pie is not the only one who can throw an awesome birthday. Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo laughed at the little comment. Then, something hit Rainbow Dash. Something she had to tell Scootaloo. Scootaloo? Yes, Rainbow Dash? You know that you're not worthless, right? Dash asked. Of course, Scootaloo replied. Especially not a bit. Watch your mouth. What? I was gonna say B word. Good. Rainbow giggled to herself. One more thing. Dash ruffled up Scootaloo's mane. Scootaloo giggled at the friendly gesture. What's that? If they ever try to get to you again, you tell them to back off, okay? Okay. I promise. She squeezed Rainbow Dash a bit tighter. Wait, before you do that, let me say this, and then you have it. Though some words may be harsh, there are some words that are kind. You just have to find them.
Now, the end. Requested by Johnny Cat, LMP. Written by Cameron. Now.
I hope you liked it, Journey Cat MLP. I really do. I do hope that the other viewers liked it. If not, whatever. I don't care. And when I put out Keep Faith, I actually gained 18 followers within the same 2 days.
Wow.
And that blew my mind. I love that. You guys just are freaking amazing. I'm at 97 followers now. That's great. Well, currently 96, but once he gets on and everything, he'll be 97. Thank you very much for all the feedback and...
No! No! Tiny penis! The queen is tiny penis! 2 dislike! No! This can't be! No! You like! Now subscribe for more! Now it's tiny penis!
Anyway, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. And it really helps in the long run, honestly, because my old followers, if you knew what happened before with me, then you guys are still awesome, my old followers. And my new followers, thank you for even paying attention to me.
No.
And thank you, yes, please leave feedback for this read.
Now, get 80 likes on this story. Now, we need 80.
I do need some likes on my other
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
And
Thank you again, and nice talking to you.